first guest of the evening and some snacks!
And demos!
And more comedy coming up soon.
But first, before all that, if you or anyone you know is interested in joining us to perform or be a guest or a writer in our show, Good Cooks, have them email us. Are you interested?
You're always welcome.
Yeah, is anyone interested?
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
We'll take a survey on the way out.
Email goodcooksnyc, because that's where we are, nyc@gmail.com.
And without further ado, I'm very excited to introduce our first guest. He started experimenting with natural herbs and spices to make natural teas, and then he grew it to a brand called Down to Earth. Over time, that brand grew to encompass a bunch of different types of beverages, which he'll tell us plenty about, with a focus on sustainability and natural sweeteners. Please welcome our first guest, Johnny Patarkatsi.
All right. How's everyone feeling? We're cozy, we're packed, we're here. It's a Tuesday. That's cool.
Thank you for having me.
Johnny, thank you so much for being on.
Of course, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So I gave you a bit of an intro, but I want to hear more about, in your own words, your company Down to Earth, which, as you can see, that is the name.
Walking advertisement.
And how it came to be, and about your life and your passions, and how you started your company.
Yeah, for sure. So Down to Earth is a local health-focused beverage brand. We launched close to 8 months ago. And so we make healthy, functional iced teas that are made from various organic super herbs and adaptogens. So you drink it like you would a regular beverage, but it has added benefits for the body. And what's great is we use no sugar, no preservatives. Most beverages on the market, even the ones that are thought to be healthy, still use preservatives such as citric acid, additives such as natural ingredients, which would be very toxic, even carcinogenic in most cases. We use absolutely nothing, so they're as clean and natural as can be. Only 5 to 10 calories per bottle. And they still taste really good, which is great. And so the company was inspired by a lifestyle that I was, inspired to lead from a very young age by my mom, who raised my sister and I to be very healthy. This is my mom right here, Irina. So rather than allowing us to drink generic beverages growing up, such as the Snapples and the juice boxes, she raised us making our own concoctions out of all these herbs. And so that's what I was always known as throughout my life. And then went to NYU, would make them for friends, even bring them to parties. Probably the only person my age who drinks more tea than tequila.
Yeah, you told us a little bit about your social life at NYU.
For sure.
As a frat king and bring. Tell us
It's true, yeah. I mean, ironically, I was the social chair and president of my fraternity at NYU. And we were a very social fraternity. But it is ironic that I myself am not a big drinker and prefer drinking teas and healthy beverages, and so I would bring my beverages to parties and events and anywhere that I possibly could for myself, and that's what I quickly became known for. And it took a few years to get there, but finally one day I realized that I want to pursue building the brand, and here we are.
And many fewer calories than beer.
Exactly, many fewer. And they go great with alcohol as well, because typically when you get a hangover, typically when you do get a hangover, it's from a lot of the synthetic sugars and syrups added to mixed drinks. Since our beverages have no sugar, or the ones that have a little sugar content, it's from fruit. It definitely helps mitigate the hangover. And a lot of the herbs we use help detox the body, so while you're drinking, you're also eliminating the hangover.
And you also started this inspired by your mother, but also you work with your sister. Can you tell me a little bit
So
about
my
that?
sister, who's super close, is also involved in the company. She comes from a nutrition background. We both went to NYU together, and she's currently in school to become a naturopathic doctor. So she's all about the holistic lifestyle as well, and she's really involved in the company as well.
It's a family business.
Cool. Family business.
That's wonderful.
And we're all still close, which is amazing. Everything's good.
I know that you brought some. Do we have?
I did. Yeah. So we have 4 flavors at the moment. We're launching our 5th one in a few weeks. I have samples of all 4 of our flavors here. They're going to be passing out samples of our longevity flavor, which is a chaga cinnamon apple tea. Has anyone here heard of chaga yet? Anyone?
I've heard of chaga.
You have? Okay, awesome. So chaga is actually the king of medicinal mushrooms. It's one of the strongest antioxidants in the world, really good for the immune system. If someone doesn't get a cup, I have more here that I'll pour for you. I don't know if you poured exactly. You want to pour some more?
We're making far so.
Oh, so we have more. We have a bunch. Yeah, we have some stuff.
So while they're passing it out, I want to know: does this brand live online? Is it? Do you have standalone stores? Like, how do you get from making your own herbal teas to bring to fraternity parties to then growing a business that...
Exactly. So it started, like I was saying earlier, pretty much in the kitchen, at home, then in my dorm room. And that was just, a hobby of mine and, making them for myself. And so now they're made in a professional, certified organic facility. We're currently sold in 85 retail locations around New York, around the tri-state area as a whole. We also have an online shop where people can order them by the case. We're also expanding our distribution, so you'll be seeing us in a lot more places now. We have a store locator on our website, so you can put in your zip code, see where you can find us. And what's great about them is they're very premium beverages, but our goal is to still make them very price accessible. So they're priced very similarly to any other generic beverage, but you're getting something that's really clean, premium, and functional. And this flavor, as I was saying earlier, has chaga, which is the king of medicinal mushrooms. It's one of the strongest antioxidants in the world. Really good for the immune system. It also gives you energy with no caffeine. So that's what I personally drink instead of coffee every morning, and it does the job.
Have you ever been a coffee drinker?
Never. No, I've had coffee on numerous occasions. It's not that coffee is bad for you. I just personally never felt great the times that I did drink it. And so, finding other cleaner, more, long-lasting alternatives, is what's right for me and hopefully for other people as well.
That's wonderful. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Does anyone have questions for me?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Please.
No,
Wonderful.
ask away.
Who would you say is your most direct competitor?
Our most direct competitor.
Or who? I want to think about.
Yeah,
when
about
I
the
see you in the
space.
stores, food.
So typically at stores, you'll find us in the fridge either next to other iced teas or kombuchas. So we're in the functional beverage category. There isn't anyone doing, specifically what we're doing. So there isn't a direct competitor, but the way the beverage space works is there's very limited refrigerated space. So even milk, or anything is your direct competitor, because if someone is going in for lunch, they're probably just going to get one beverage, for that lunch. So there isn't anyone doing exactly what we're doing. There aren't any beverages as clean as these, but the beverage category is definitely competitive. So what we're doing is unique, but it definitely takes time to educate consumers about the benefits and to give people a chance to learn more about us.
Wonderful.
Well,
Thank you
for
so
having
much,
me.
Johnny.
At the end of the show, if anyone wants to try any other flavors, just come up to me and we'll set that up for sure.
You guys will have a table outside? Or?
We'll have a table outside, come by, and you can try as many as you like. I also have cards with our info if anyone is interested.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.